Trumpeter Swan Preserve is one of 3 preserves owned by the Kinnickinnic River Land Trust. Each are the crown jewels of the Land Trust, but Trumpeter holds a special place, as it is the headwaters of the Kinnickinnic River. The Kinnie is a Class 1 trout stream that meanders through the countryside as it passes through the heart of River Falls on its way to the St. Croix River. The Trumpeter Swan Preserve is located within Warren Township in St. Croix County, Wisconsin. The preserve is approximately 48 acres in size. While it is currently owned by the Land Trust, it was owned previously by private farming families until it was acquired by the Land Trust in 2002 from the Simon family. The Trumpeter Swan property is an important ecological area. The property was historically a prairie on the border of an oak savanna. It was the home of a nesting pair of trumpeter swans in the 90s. The land was in agricultural production for over 100 years. The site was later planted as a red pine and red oak plantation in the 90s and has remained undisturbed since. Historical records show that the property was a prairie and oak savanna until around 1897, when it was converted to general farming, where it was used for cropland and pasture. Over the past 150 years, the land was owned by the early pioneers that settled the area, with farming used to support their homesteads. During 1859, a schoolhouse was built on the corner of the property. The school ceased operation around 1949. The immediate area in which the Trumpeter Swan Preserve is located was classified by James Marshall General Land Office surveying notes in 1847 as rolling prairie with a landscape transitioning into black oak and aspen with an occasional bur and white oak present. Prior to being settled, fire was the primary driver of vegetation structure in the Great Lakes states. In Wisconsin, the fire return interval for prairies was 5 to 15 years. In forests, fires occurred every 5 to 50 years. Over the past century, the property and much of the surrounding area have seen a lot of changes. Species such as white ash, black ash, maple, eastern white pine, and various oaks that used to be found throughout the area are no longer prominent. Logging operations, agricultural, invasive species, and suppression of natural disturbances such as fire are the main cause of the habitat change and degradation. Because of these issues, the stand has become overgrown. In 2004, KRLT created the first management plan for the preserve designed to return the land to oak savanna and oak barrens landscape. It has been proposed that returning the land to the savanna would be beneficial to both the headwaters ecosystem and support a healthy wildlife population. A healthy preserve would benefit the local stakeholders, including neighbors, recreationalists, and local schools. In 2018, the management plan was updated and expanded by a University of River Falls, Wisconsin Forestry Management and Restoration class ESM 343 under the direction of Dr. Kevin Juneau. While collecting data for the property and researching its history, consensus was formed that the best option for this property would be to cater to both recreational and educational activities by reverting the property to a native oak savanna and woodlands, while keeping some of the planted pine habitat. The DNR manages the land adjacent to the Trumpeter Swan property, which consists of over 250 acres of reconstructed prairie. Therefore, the recommendation of the plan is to create an oak savanna and woodlands, which will complement the DNR preserve. The plan recommends dividing the property into 4 management units: oak woodland, oak savanna, pine plantation, and riparian. All management units will require an intense invasive species control. Each management unit will benefit from thinning to encourage growth of desired species and habitat. Simple infrastructure, including the addition of benches, outdoor classrooms, signage, and development of a trail system will draw members of the community and school children to the property. Implementing this management plan will ensure the habitat's future success as a successful, productive, diverse ecosystem with ample visitation from members of the surrounding community and beyond. Goal 2. To create an aesthetically pleasing and accessible landscape that can be enjoyed by the community members for recreation, education, therefore improving visitation to the property from members of the community. Currently, KRLT is working to raise funds needed to implement the plan through grants and donations. The KRLT Conservation Committee has begun work to remove the box elder trees in the southwest corner of the property and is working on finding a logging partner to begin thinning the overdense forest. We need your help. Please consider helping KRLT to restore the Trumpeter Swan Preserve to its former pristine glory by visiting www.kinneyriver.org and click on the Donate Now button.